Hi everyone, welcome to Fire Soul Tarot. Today I'm bringing you a future spouse reading. It's all about your love story with your future spouse. So I'm going to be looking at how you two are meeting. What's your first future spouse first impressions of you? What are your impressions of your future spouse? And then your mutual feelings. I'm also having a look at when are you meeting, and so therefore what's happening in their life at the time when you two are meeting and what's happening in your life. Also, I'll be looking at 1 month of the year you'll most likely meet, and then at the end of the reading I'm going to have a look at initials. It could be theirs or yours, and I also will look at countries of origin, either theirs or yours. So let's begin. Now, keep in mind, as always, that this is a general reading, so for many people that are watching, therefore, take only whatever resonates and leave whatever doesn't behind for somebody else. And if I see multiple options during the reading on how you will meet or other details, I will mention the different options that I see. Okay, so for pile 1, we have benefit of the doubt, give your relationship a chance. For pile 2, there is disguise, some elements of this relationship are hidden. For pile 3, reaching out, expect a call or text from your person of interest. I'll see you at your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you picked the benefit of the doubt card, this is your reading. The first thing that I get from this card is that there are two options here. Either you already know this person and you're reconciling with them. Let's say there was a form of separation. Maybe things didn't get off the ground for one reason or the other in the past, and you're reconciling and giving your relationship a chance. If that's not something for you, then the other option I see is that at the time when you meet this person, there will be something going on in either your life or their life that is going to make you initially have doubt about the success, the potential success of this relationship, and therefore you have to give the benefit of the doubt to this situation in order to give basically a chance for this relationship to flourish. So I see anyway that there is going to be something initially that it makes you question that this will be a successful relationship. Now, because this is your future spouse, of course, this will be a successful relationship. You two will get married. So this is what I'm getting first from this card. Let's put it aside and let's have a look at the other details. So, how are you two going to meet? I'm going to consult now tarot and other oracle decks in order to find out. So I'm going to be using 2 tarot decks for this question. So let's see, for pile number 1, how are they going to meet their future spouse? So I'll gather first the cards from each of the tarot decks, and then I will be also gathering the ones from the oracle deck, from the Lenormand deck, and then I will be starting talking. So we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords. I'm not taking reversals for this. The World, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, I'm going to now get the other cards and then I'll start talking. So how is pile number 1 going to meet the future spouse? 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. This is Death. 6 of Pentacles. At the bottom we have the King of Wands. And okay, I'm going to start with tarot and then I'll get to the Lenormand as well. Okay, pile one, I see two possibilities of how you're going to meet. Okay, so let's say you haven't in the possibility that you haven't yet met your future spouse, and then I'll talk about the other possibility as well. If you haven't met them yet, you could meet them online with the World card, possibly being at a distance from each other physically. Small or big, doesn't matter. I mean, this is anyway a general reading, so take it as it will resonate with you. But what I see here is that you could either meet online or meet, let's say, at a local market or a local fair, like a local event, you know, where there are stands and things that you buy and sell. So yeah, something of that sort. So I see these two possibilities. I also see the possibility, in case you already know your person with the Six of Cups, that you might re-encounter them after a long time that you spent away from each other with the World and the Six of Cups. Regardless of how you specifically will meet, which is these three possibilities, what I see here for sure is that at the time when you will meet your future spouse, you will have many suitors, because I see the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands. So you could have potentially up to 3 potential suitors. One could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but just as an indication, one could be an air sign and the other could be a fire sign, all looking for you. In fact, I see this lady kind of running around. This Seven of Pentacles gives me this sort of feeling that you don't know exactly your direction at that point in time. So you are kind of trying to find your own direction in terms of where should I go next, what should I do, because what I see here is that you, with the Death card, are sort of mourning the loss of somebody. Now, it doesn't have to be, it could be physically that somebody just passed away in your family or is a friend, or else if that's not the case, or you could also be actually a widow specifically. But if that's not your case, you simply are moving on from something that happened in the past, possibly an old relationship that closed up, and you're opening a new chapter of your life with the World and the Death card. So I see anyway that one of these suitors will pursue you very decisively with the Knight of Swords, will want to speak very clearly about their truth, their feelings probably for you, or anyway they will want to make clear that they are pursuing you. And with the Two of Wands, you're going to have a choice between these suitors that I see here, and with the Nine of Wands, you will feel also pretty defensive at the time when this happens, because probably you already have just moved on from something from your past, so you are in a defensive energy with the Nine of Wands, and you have gone through quite a lot in terms of past experiences, but there are new possibilities that you already see ahead of you. Of course, you have all these suitors, so I see all the new shoots on these wands, and so this is kind of the sprouting of new possibilities, the sprouting of new passion for you. You could be rekindling either with somebody from the past, or else if it's not somebody from the past that your future spouse, then it could be somebody that you will meet and will feel very strong soulmate bond, strong kinship, and somebody you will basically feel very familiar with, regardless of if you know them already or not. Yes, this is how you're going to meet, and this is how and what's more or less happening at the time when you're meeting them. So let me see now with the Lenormand what more wants to come out with this. What more details can we get for pile 1 in regards to how they're going to meet the future spouse? The rider. Okay, these are coming. The dice. Again, the choice card. This is the stairway, which is about choices, and yeah, the death again, and the ring. Amazing. I just want to check the bottom of the deck, the magnifying lens. Okay, so pile 1. Again, you are embarking a new beginning in your life journey with the rider card and with death. You have just closed up with an old cycle. Somebody might have even just passed away in your family, or as a friend, in your people that you love. Physically could have passed away when you meet your future spouse, but that doesn't have to resonate with everyone, so just take it only if it does. You're definitely going to receive a message. There's going to be communication with this letter that I see here. So you're going to communicate. It could be again at a distance, when you're possibly texting to each other if you met online. With the dice, you're going to take a chance on, and this could be a chance encounter as well. So with the dice, I see the other possibility of having a chance encounter with your future spouse, possibly in a fair, in a marketplace, in a public space. And as I said before, anyway, with the stairway here, with the choices of the 2 doors, you're going to make a choice about the different possible suitors that are pursuing you at the time. Now, with the magnifying lens, you're going to be very careful about who you're going to choose, because that's clarifying this choice card. And you're going to look at all the details, the history of this person, if you have access to that, if you know them, or if you know all these people. You're going to kind of carefully make your choice, because you, as we saw before with the 9 of Wands, have gone through quite a lot in life, and you don't want to repeat other cycles where things need to end and then start again. So you are kind of done with this cycle of ending relationships and starting new ones. You want to have finally your promise ring of a marriage, and so you're going to carefully make your choice. And not only you want it, the presence of the ring indicates that it's a confirmation that meeting your future spouse will lead to marriage, because they're going to offer you this promise ring of engagement ring, promise ring first possibly, and since it's coming in my channeling, and then engagement ring. Now, already I see some numbers that could be resonating for you. So this could be months of birth, date of birth, or it could be age. So take it as it resonates with you. There is 1, 39, 22, 8, 9, 9 again, 25, 44, and there are 2 letters which could be your initial or your future spouse initial, A and Q. So this is what I see on how, and more details about what's going to happen when you're meeting your future spouse. Let's have a look now at their first impressions of you. So I'm going to check with this tarot deck. What is pile number 1, future spouse, first impression of pile 1? I'm not taking reversals. 5 of Cups. The Sun card. I'm going to cover it up. let's see. The Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the bottom we have the Ten of Swords. Your future spouse is going to have, first of all, a very impression of you of somebody very radiant, somebody that is extremely joyous and just very, very happy overall. Somebody that brings light to their life, and yet they see this very sort of, let's say in quotes, throat-cutting aspect of you. And by that, what I mean is that you are not, at the time when you meet your future spouse, you're not taking any BS from anyone. You have gone through betrayal with the Ten of Swords. You have come out of this betrayal after feeling pretty much left in the cold by the people that you had dealt with before your future spouse in relationships, and you had been building your own for yourself in your own garden, planting your seeds, like watching your prosperity grow, really investing within yourself in order to put yourself in a position of power, because the Queen of Swords anyway, it's a queen. And so to regain your own personal power and maintain a form of balance. So this is what their impression of you is, and that you are not going to take any halfway effort from anyone that is as a suitor. You're not going to accept any half proposal or of commitment. You're going to just take what is what you believe is fair for you and right for your level of maturity, because the Queen of Swords is a mature person that has gone through life, real life experiences, and through many difficulties. And so the Queen of Swords have reached the point of, let's say, saturation for bias. That's not anymore acceptable in any shape or form. So this is their first impression, and yet there is this side of you very playful, very joyous. So there is a sort of a duality that they see, and they do understand it very well, because they by talking to you they understand your history of pain, of betrayal, of abandonment, of discomfort that you have gone through, and how much effort you have put in your own life to resurface to a position of power. So this is their first impression of you. Let's see now your first impression of your future spouse. What is pile one first impression of their future spouse? Okay, this is turning the Emperor, King of Swords. We already saw the King of Swords earlier. The Hermit. The Nine of Wands as well. So you two are similarly mirroring each other, and the Page of Cups. So the first impression you have of your future spouse is of somebody with a good level of maturity, with the Emperor, and somebody as well like you. You're the Queen and King of Swords, a perfect match. Your future spouse is also not taking any BS from anyone and they are very much empowered, let's say, with the two King of Swords and the Emperor here. They are very much in their power. They have gone through a lot of life challenges too, and again, they're not open to anyone that brings, again, the same message comes out here, Anybody that brings any particular half effort to their plate. So they're not going to accept anything less than they deserve, basically, just as you. I see a similar, like the same energy, literally. And with the Hermit card, your future spouse appears to you as somebody that has reflected on whatever they've gone through during their life journey up until the point they meet you, and that they've reached inner enlightenment about a lot of matter. And this has brought a level of wisdom, because the Hermit is a wise person, a level of maturity and understanding and control over their own life. So they have reached a point where they know where they stand, where they know their power, and they understand that only their match can be with them, nobody less than their own self-value that they see for themselves. Excuse me. Excuse me. So with the Page of Cups, though, you're also seeing that they offer to you a friendly approach, very very approachable. Like, they are showing to you this very loving and kind, friendly side of them, because they don't want to scare you off, with their strong energy. They want to offer you their love. And so I see them taking initiative to open up conversation, either it be, as we said, in the marketplace or in the public space where you two will meet, or even in the terms of texting, if you're meeting up online, as we said already. So I see them taking initiative to offer you communication and potentially even a date, invite you for a lovely date. And your impression of them is of somebody very friendly, that has gone through a lot, that has reached a level of wisdom and clarity within them, and that is also very determined in getting their fair partner, the right match, somebody anyway that has got potentially also quite a bit of wealth. So you also see them as wealthy and established in their career. Right, so this is the first impression you have of them, which is very positive in my opinion. And vice versa, their impression was, I think it was also pretty good. Let's see the shared feelings now. I like the combination of the Queen of Swords and the Sun, because it shows that yes, you are very determined in getting what's right for you, but also you still have maintained your playfulness. So their impression of you is also very positive, for what I can see. Again, I'm not taking reversals. What are the shared feelings? The moment when, in the first, let's say, date, when, or even while you're communicating, anyway, possibly mostly when you're dating, because clearly emotions start when there is a physical encounter. So let's see. Okay, this shootout. What are the shared emotions? The World comes out again. 10 of water, look at this. 5 of earth, 2 of earth, and 9 of water. Beautiful. Okay, this is an absolutely stunning spread. I'm going to put the World in the middle because I think it's very relevant. So again, the world comes out again. You both know that there is either a physical distance between the two of you. So you might live not exactly in the same town. It could be the same, maybe country, but not the same town. Or it could be different countries altogether. Or it could be different state, province, whatever will resonate with you. So with the World card, there is this potential physical distance, small or big, as we said before. Also, there is the potential of coming from two different worlds. By that I mean different races, different financial status, different growing background, like your how do you say, your upbringing was different, You could be from different cultures. Okay, so this is what I see with the world. And yet you are the key to each other. You see the keyhole here? You're the key to each other's lives. 21 could be relevant as a number. Also, I see that you two, let's start with the pentacles. We have the 2 and the 5 of pentacles. So you two are both going to feel like you have a lot going on in your lives. And so you're sort of juggling many responsibilities, both of you, which to me is an indication that you may have already previous responsibilities, could be from a previous either marriage or relationship. You might have even children, considering the 2 of Pentacles, or you could have a very busy schedule of work. So take it as it resonates. It's like you're juggling many different responsibilities. You could also be juggling different options. As we said before, we saw the 2 of Wands. You could have specifically more options in front of you to choose from as you're dating your future spouse. Also, but this is mutual, so you both seem to be very busy in your lives, in my opinion. And with the 5 of Earth, you both have experienced loss. So it could be financial loss, it could be emotional loss, it could be both. So take it as it resonates again. But again, the mutual feelings though are that you two satisfy each other. With the 9 of Water, you both see the value of each other. You see, these are diamonds floating in the water. These are precious stones, precious gems. And I see you making treasure of these stones, like you are finding this precious gem, and you hold it dear to you. I see also a key in her hands, in this mermaid's hand. So you two again are the key to the happiness for each other. In fact, then it's followed by the 10 of Water, which represents the ultimate wish fulfillment. The fulfillment of your emotional wishes. So you two are going to share this feeling that you two can create something really beautiful together, which is going to bring a lot of prosperity and abundance to the two of you with the Buddha card here. So you two already see the potential for each other to represent family, abundance, a sense of wellness together, well-being, and a sense of I've met a precious person with all these gems floating in this water. So it is actually a treasure chest. I mean, you have found a treasure. Basically, you are each other's treasure, the key to each other's happiness. Look at this resonance between the key in her hand and the keyhole here. You are the key to each other's, to opening each other's world to each other, and to opening happiness for each other. It could be more clear, the message. So this is the mutual feelings between the two of you. Now let's have a look at specifically what's happening in your future spouse's life at the time when you two meet. Rat, someone working against you behind your back. Okay, so there's clearly somebody that is working behind your future spouse's back. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming, so they are in a transformational phase of their life. Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So with this, this is an indication that you two will have a child together, very clearly, or that your future spouse could start a new business, a new enterprise in their own life, or that the new enterprise is the family that they're going to form with you. So this is like sort of the path, the history, where they come from and what's happening. I see the pain of the past with somebody working against them behind their back. I see the transformation, the hermit they went through. They kind of, went in. In fact, the caterpillar goes into the chrysalis, which reminds me of the stage of the hermit, locked up in the chrysalis, and then transformation happens, and then the butterfly emerges. So then the result of this transformation will be meeting you and possibly having a child together. Let's see more. What's happening in your future spouse's life? Skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. See, this is definitely something that was harming them, that somebody was doing behind their back. So take this as it resonates. It could be at work, it could be a past relationship that they're breaking themselves free from. Let's see what else. Peacock. Beware of great pride. So, okay, so this is basically them realizing that they need to not be prideful after they went through this struggle here, in order to open up to new opportunities. And pride stems from ego, because pride is a form of protection of our ego when it's bruised. Let me see now. Clarify the crib. Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So your future spouse is going to put a lot of effort in order to achieve the goal of conquering you and being with you, in order to form this new enterprise with you, which is forming a family in practical terms. Now, regardless if you will have or not a child, this is a sign of a new birth of something. So take it as it resonates. If you can't have children for some reason, this is still the beginning of you two forming a family together, regardless of if it's a childless family or a family with children. Again, this is a general message, and it's for everyone that's watching. Right. So let's see now what's happening in your life. Okay, so what's happening in Pile 1's life at the time when they meet their future spouse? Okay, I'm going to actually remix this, shuffle better these two decks. I want to make sure it's very well shuffled. Okay, it's a very big deck, so that's why I try to shuffle it as much as I can. I'm going to split it as well, because I want to make sure that this message is going to be accurate for you. Okay, I'm going to split it in half, and then I'm going to take some cards from this deck and some cards from the other. Ooh, I see marriage. Chair empty. Someone is living your life. What did I say about earlier? Somebody else is living your life. Either it be somebody that will, this is about what's happening in your life now. Either somebody will pass away, which I'm really sorry about that if that's the case, or somebody will live your life in terms of you live a relationship or a marriage. You could even live a marriage, and then a new marriage will bloom, or this could be just an indication that marriage is coming. So this is a confirmation for you, Pile 1, that we're talking about your future spouse. But let's see what's happening in Pile 1 life at the time when they meet their future spouse. Dogs, getting together with friends. Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Ant, work, achievement, success. So you've had, okay, you are relying a lot on your friends. When you meet your future spouse, you probably rely a lot on your friends, or even just before you meet them, because some unsettled times happened to you. So you were unsettled for some reason, and you started planning. This planning and this working on your, let's say, on your garden, this work brought then achievements and success. So you are in a successful point when you meet your future spouse. You've reached a level of success within your own life. Let's see more. Star, guaranteed success. What did I say? Yes, you are in a very successful moment of your life. Okay, ladder, climbing towards success. How many more times do we want to hear the success word? We have 3 times now. So you really have this message repeated, the Pile 1. This is very relevant. You should accept valid criticism. So you're in a point of your life where You are relying on your friends, and they might be telling you some positive criticism, some words of positive criticism, which you then will accept in order to move forward with your life from this unsettled time. And a change for the better, the butterfly. You're also in a transformational moment of your life. I feel like I need to take a few more cards. Older man. So your future spouse could be an older man. Or if you're a man watching, you could be the older man. And heart, love, deep affection and caring. There you go. So this is what is developing with this older man. Love, deep affection and caring. I also see wealth at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like called to take it, because the success we've seen 3 times in your cards is going to bring wealth. So you're on a rising. You're rising from the ashes of the past. This is what I'm seeing here. And you're going to develop this beautiful deep bond with possibly an older man, which is your future spouse. And you know, take it, flip it in reverse if you are the older man, of course. Right, so this is what's happening in your life. Let's have a look at 1 month more likely. Pile 1 will meet their future spouse, and if you ever met them already, this is the month when you already met them, if you're already dating your future spouse. Okay, so 1 month is most likely. Let's see. Okay, well, if more than one wants to come out, I'll take them, and 2 are coming out. So let's see. For some of you, September, and so for some of you, March. So these are the more likely months in which either you'll meet or you have met your future spouse. Take it as it resonates. Or also September or March could be relevant as well as possible date of birth, months of birth. But the question was, what is the month when you're going to meet or you have met? So this is the 2 months that came out. Okay. And let me see now. I feel like having a look at a quick progression of your relationship. So I'm actually making an extra question, because I feel like for some reason I feel like it's incomplete, the message. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. So show me a quick progression of the relationship. There you go. Of pile 1 with their future spouse. So the first card came out, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Wow, the Empress, the Star, amazing. 5 of Cups and 8 of Wands. Okay, I'm going to put the 5 of Cups down here because there's no space. And also the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And I see the 4 of... yeah, I'm going to take this as well because this is a story altogether. Right, so I see the progression going this way. You two are both coming out of heartbreak and loss, and from a defensive mode that you two were living, you're going to go into healing with each other because of this very strong soul bond that you two share with each other. And this is going to continue by the two of you investing in each other with the 7 of Pentacles, forming this union of hearts, and bringing expansion with the Empress in your relationship towards your desires and wishes coming through, let's say, with this connection, which is very strong and divinely led. And you two are going to have a great communication with the 8 of Wands, to make sure that you two understand each other and have a proper exchange with each other. Also, I see, sorry, I should have covered this. Also, I see a lot of healing happening with the Star card between the two of you. So it's very clear that you two are going to help each other heal from the past loss and despair, and build together a beautiful relationship represented by the Empress, which is also a card of fertility, abundance. So and you specifically, if you're a feminine watching, are going to embody your femininity 100% and possibly even become a mother. So and you know, if you're a man watching, flip it in reverse. Anyway, this is energy, so it's the energy of expansion. Right, so this is what I see as a quick look on the journey together. I felt like we needed this. Now I'm going to have a look at the initials and countries of origin. Okay, so what are the most relevant initials? Hold on, these are turned upside down for pile number 1. Let's see. N, X, G, O, and let's see from the other group of tiles. S, E, I see, SC, X, K, and C. So these are the initials that are most relevant for pile 1. Let's see now the countries of origin. Alright, so for pile 1, what are the countries that are most relevant? So Finland, France, Estonia, Poland, India, Latvia, Czech Republic, I'll take one more, oh, fell on the ground, and Argentina. Okay, thank you pile 1, I hope you liked it. If you did, please like the video, subscribe the channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate your support to my work. Leave me a comment, I'd love to know if this actually resonated with you and if you liked it, and share it with anyone you think could benefit from this. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Hi Pal2, welcome to your reading. If you picked the disguise card, this is your reading. So the first thing I get from this card is that there are several things I get actually. First of all, you could meet your future spouse at a party. It could be a masquerade party, so that would specifically be, let's say, carnival, if it's in Italy. But if that's not the case, you could simply meet at a, possibly even a Halloween party where you get dressed and in costumes. Also, it could be just a party in general. I see this, party scene. And also, there are some elements of this relationship that are hidden. So there is an element of mystery at the beginning of your love story with your future spouse. This tells me that you two don't know each other already, and that everything is to be discovered about each other's lives, each other's personalities, and so on. So this is what I'm getting so far. Now I'm going to have a look first at how are you meeting through 2 tarot decks and the Lenormand deck. Then I'm going to be having a look at your future spouse first impression of you, then their first impression of your future spouse, the shared feelings, and then I'm going to have a look at what's happening in each other's life, like in your life, in your future spouse life, and your life at the time when you meet. And then I'm also going to have a look at the month of the year that more likely you will be meeting. After that, I'm going to do a quick overview of like a shortcut of the love story as it will unfold from the moment you're meeting onwards. Just a very quick look. And then finally, I'm going to have a look at yours initials or their initials, so the relevant initials for the two of you, and then the country of origin that could be relevant for you. So let's see. Now we're having a look at how is pile 2 going to meet their future spouse. Ace of Cups. This was bouncing, I'm taking it. Knight of Pentacles. I'm not taking reversals for this reading. Three of Cups. What did I say about the party? This is exactly the same message as this card. You're going to meet at a public gathering. Could be a party, could with friends, could be somewhere in the open air or closed doors. It could be like even a concert, a festival, somewhere where there is a gathering of people. Ten of Cups. Okay, this is a confirmation that this is your future spouse. At the bottom, Six of Wands. This is going to feel like a victory for the two of you. Meeting up and meeting the one, and it's going to be immediately a feeling of true love at first sight. I see here you're going to feel in love with each other at first sight. This is what I'm seeing with the Ace of Cups, and yet there is going to be a slow approach from your future spouse, like they are not sure how you are going to take their offer of love. And obviously flip it in reverse if you're the masculine watching, because they don't know you at all. So it's a lot to discover. It's a mystery, and it needs to be very carefully dealt with, for what I see with the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. And so when something is so important to us, we have a careful handling of the situation, and that's what your future spouse's approach is going to be like. They're carefully handling meeting with you, and although you are in a very joyous time when you meet, like a party time, but yet they have this approach. Okay, this is somebody relevant, because this is love at first sight, which really tells them this is the one for me. For some reason they have this inner knowing, and therefore they don't want to mess this up. They want to make sure that they approach things in a methodical way and very pondered, very pondered. Okay, so this is how you're going to meet. Well, we'll confirm with more cards from this deck, since I have done this also for pile 1, but to me it was very clear from that deck already. But let's have a look with this deck, how are they going to meet. And if more options want to come out, I will also mention those, because this is a collective reading. So as always, take the message that will resonate with you. Let's see, how are they going to meet. This is the King of Cups. No, this is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. This is the Four of Cups, and the High Priestess. Yes, the element of mystery comes out again. Yes, it's repeating. This message is repeating. Let's see. Okay, yes, the Three of Wands. And we have the, oh wow, this is a synchronicity. This is the Page of Cups. Now, there is somebody here that lives in Italy, okay, watching. Now, obviously, this is a very specific message, or somebody Italian anyway, because I have here the carnival costume of Harlequin, right? So, again, the masquerade comes out again. This could happen in February, when there is carnival celebrated in Italy. But this is a very, very specific message for certainly some of you, or one of you maybe. But I have to mention it because it's coming out twice now. So definitely it could be during the carnival, specifically in Venice. So you could be meeting when you're traveling even. You could even just be traveling to Venice. You don't have to be Italian. traveling to Venice during February, carnival time, and there in the this open, let's say party, open air party that happens there, you will meet your future spouse. Now that's extremely specific. Let's go ahead and see the other possibilities for everybody else as well. Anyway, I see your future spouse approaching you, trying to get to know you. You are, again, you have another mask here. This is Venice again. You have a mask again here. You are the High Priestess. So as a person, you're probably somebody with a very strong intuition watching, especially if you're a feminine watching, but this is energy, so even if you're a man watching, this is still valid. You have a very high strong intuition. You understand things before many people do, and that's why probably the love at first sight works for you, because this intuition makes you understand that this is your future spouse straight away. You're locking eyes, and the moment you lock eyes, you are already in love with each other. In fact, I see this is the Knight of Cups, so there is a very romantic offer that comes from your future spouse towards you, very romantic and very gentle. I see the gentleness in this gentleman approaching this lady in a very kind and polite manner. And also the party kind of atmosphere comes out again, because I see many people, suitors specifically, looking for your attention. So you're a very seeked out, especially lady if you're watching, or you could be a very seeked out bachelor man. Anyway, so there is this energy here that you two will meet at when there is when you know, in a public space, where there is a gathering of people having a party, a celebration of some sort, and there is going to be a lot of attention given to one or the other of you, or maybe both even. And anyway, this gentle offer of love be made by the masculine energy, regardless of your gender. Again, everybody's included here. But yeah, the carnival is coming out twice already, so that's very relevant. Let me see more with the Lenormand. What does he want to say? How is pile 2 going to meet their future spouse? I'm trying to gather the most accurate details for pile number 2. The coffin came out also in pile 1, so bear in mind you could have messages there as well. What else? The child, the maze, the clockwork. At the bottom we have the flowers. Let me get a few more. The mask. I knew this was going to come out. And it's a confirmation. And the clover. Beautiful. Let's see the bottom again. The sun. This could happen either in springtime, as we said, with February, end of winter, or summertime. So it could be also a summer party. Take it as it resonates. Again, it's for many people, this message, so take it as it will resonate for you. So how are you going to meet? Again, there is this masquerade party coming out again and again. You may be wearing masks. You could be in Venice again, celebrating carnival, but if that's not the case, anyway, there's a party vibe. You see the festive this you know, these strands which are very festive. You could be in a theater as well. Anyway, in a public space, it could be a maze, a garden like this, where there's a party happening. This reminds me of a celebration for a wedding, so it could be at a wedding. What else do I see? This is a chance meeting, like it's meant to be, you know, with the clockwork. All the events brought you together to meet. There is a rooster, an owl, and another type of bird appear. There is the clepsydra of time. So this is divine timing for you to meet, the divine timing and all the events that have brought you together. And was a bit like going through a maze, finding each other. It was like puzzling. Where is my future spouse? But luck is on your side, you see, with the clover. So you do by chance, let's say, but really it's a sort of a destined meeting, you to meet and have great fortune together with the clover, a bright future ahead of you two with the sun and the clover. This is amazing. And also this is the romantic offer. So the offer of love that your future spouse is going to present to you, and flip it in reverse if you are a male watching, doing the pursuing, and this is the coffin. So basically there is something that ended in either your life, your future spouse's life, or both, that preceded the meeting with your future spouse. You could already have a child, and if not, or your future spouse could already have a child, potentially a boy. If not, and this boy actually could be 13 years old, but it could also be a girl, because I see GRL, which reminds me of girl. So it could also be a girl, with potentially, very specifically now, could be the name Jane. I heard Jane, who could be the name of this child, but only take it, or John, I heard Jane or John. But these are very, very specific details. So J could be the initial of the child. But anyway, regardless of these details, also if the child doesn't resonate with you, like either you or your future spouse don't have children, it could be that you will have a child together. This is an indication, and all the details already mentioned are valid for you as well. Or else it could be that you two bring out the inner child to play, with each other, because this is also clarified at the bottom by the mask, which is a very joyous card of expression of feelings. So you two are going to feel very happy with each other. Also, we have the Sun card. So that's what I'm getting as extra messages for you specifically. Now let's see the numbers. So this could be date of birth, month of birth, or relevant number repeating in your life, or it could be your age. I have 8, 13, 43, 37, 9, 9 again, 6, 2, 40, 31. I also have as initials that could be relevant: J, Q, A, and then CM, which is obviously from the author of this deck, Ciro Marchetti. But anyway, this also comes up in here, so I'm going to mention it. Now, we'll have a look at initials anyway later with the tiles, but there were other details that came out. So let's see now what your future spouse first impression of you is going to be like. So let me give a good shuffling to this deck. For pile 2, what is their future spouse first impression of you? Already I gather from this guy's card that your future spouse is going to look at you as a stunning person, really attractive, that they're very passionately drawn towards. So there's going to be like a magnetic energy that I already feel. Let's see more. So we have the Temperance card. This is the Moon card, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Death card. The High Priestess comes out again. Look at this, amazing. And the Ten of Wands and the Page of Cups, very nice. And at the bottom we have the Page of Pentacles. So the first impression your future spouses has got is that you're a very approachable person with the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, somebody that is open to communicate with them straight away. And the reason is that they feel this soulmate bond with you already. Like as soon as you lock eyes, they feel a connection. And it's very, very clear to both of you, I think. But this is their impression of you. So their impression of you is that somehow you're familiar to them. And this is because you share a soul bond. They also see you as very mysterious. there is definitely something that they feel you're hiding from them, and this could be simply that because they don't know you, they don't know what to expect from you. So we have the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords. They don't know exactly what to think of you, because you are a mystery to unravel. And because the High Priestess came twice already, I believe this is a very strong energy that you have within you. So you are possibly, you could you could even be a witch, if you are a modern witch, let's say. Somebody that is very much in touch with their intuition, with with the other realm. You could practice tarot yourself. You could have some form of even psychic gifts. So you could be psychically gifted. You could easily get telepathic message from people that are close to you, and I see this reinforced by the moon energy. So it's doubled doubled up with the High Priestess and the moon card. So also I see they see you, they have the impression that you are very emotional as a person, and that these emotions run deep, and that they need to be discovered because they are hidden. The moon card is all about illusion, hidden even fears with the snake, hidden emotions, hidden fears. So they actually are very cold towards your energy. And it's like a mysterious cold that they can't even explain themselves, and yet they feel this pull towards you. With the Death card, they see you as you have gone through transformation in your life, or anyway they feel a catharsis with you, like meeting you for them, it's a cathartic moment. They feel something is changing within them as well, like, and also they see as your attitude changes. I think you come from this completely closed off moment, when they're looking at you, to the moment when you start talking to them with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, that actually this opens up the lines of communication in a very good way, and they feel like you're actually not much of a closed book as they perceived you to be initially, but actually that you are very friendly, very approachable, and very willing to be communicating with them. And they feel a sense of calm with you. With the Temperance and the Death card, there is this sense of stillness, like, there is a big party going around you, there is a lot of chaos, and yet when you two lock eyes, it's like time stops, and you two go in sort of in a different dimension. I feel like, in terms of, you two feel alone in the crowd, like there is nobody else that counts at that moment in time, and you're completely focused and entrapped, and not entrapped, and entangled in each other's energy very strongly. So it's just an instantaneous click between the two of you. That's what I'm seeing here, and it's very cathartic, very it feels really good, very transformational. Right, so that's their impression of you. Wow, there was a lot to say here. I mean, it was a big message, to be honest, but hope you liked it. And let's see what so that's their impression of you. Let's see your impression of your future spouse. What is the impression that pile number 2 gets of their future spouse? 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the World, excuse me, the Ace of Swords, at the bottom, the 9 of Wands, no, sorry, 7 of Wands, 3 of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, I think, again, you see, the first impression is that your future spouse is very curious about you. They have that kind of inquisitive look. They already look, they kind of already, saw you at the distance, and they're like, well, let me check this out. I need to check this out. This is important. Because they have the clarity in their mind that this is something relevant, important. In fact, we have two major arcana here, the world and the young man. That's them observing you from a distance again, and be like, illumination, this is something really important to, to this person is an important person, so let's take a good perspective and a good look at them, the world. They're like, yeah, let me wrap up whatever I'm doing and let's move and, start a conversation. That's what I'm seeing here. So it's going to be an instant clarity of mind of having to take a move towards you with the the Six of Swords. In order to communicate with the swords, start the communication, because there is a bright future that they already see ahead of, they already foresee some very big possibility of something bright coming ahead of them, and they're willing to put in the work. So anyway, this is telling me more how they're acting towards you, to be completely honest. But this is what's coming out. But your impression anyway, exactly, is that they're curious, that they have clarity of mind of wanting to move forward towards you, that they're looking forward to the next steps between the two of you, and that they are willing to put in the work to conquer you. So that this battle, let's say quotes battle, it's worth the effort. Like, they want to put in the effort and fight off potentially other suitors that are around you, as we saw before, and win this battle to conquer you, putting in the work, and clearly moving towards you, and putting you in their boat and be like, let's fleet this party and let's just find a moment of quiet where we two can talk with each other and get to know better each other. With the Page of Swords, is a very inquisitive energy. So your future spouse wants to get to know you, wants to speak honestly with you, wants to get going with this. It's really that's your impression of them, that they're very motivated, yeah, putting in the work, willing to fight, wanting to, let's say, find an isolated spot to talk to you, and and kind of find a nice way to communicate with each other, and understand about each other. The young man, the Page of Swords, gain a perspective, a right perspective on each other. So that's what you see when they're approaching you. Let's see now. The next is your mutual feelings when this is happening, basically, when you're starting having this interaction. What feelings are going to arise between pile 2 and their future spouse? Let's see the blossom of these feelings. Okay. 5 of Earth, 2 of Earth came out in pile number 1, 2. So there are definitely messages in pile 1 for you. 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles. Very beautiful. Look at the progression. 2, 5, 10. I'm going to put them in the right order. If more Pentacles energy comes out, we'll know what that means. 10 of Water, amazing. At the bottom we have Love. This is the Lover's card. Beautiful. Yes, the soul bond between the two of you is undeniable. Okay, I'm going to comment on this spread. Right, so, well, so let's read the energies here. You two, at the time when you meet, you two are both busy in your own lives, busy in what's happening around you. 2 of Pentacles, you're like, there's confusion around you. This is a party time, so there is a lot to take in from the environment. 5 of Earth, initially you both felt like sort of again, alone in the crowd comes out again. So as if nobody is really catching your interest. You kind of feel a little bit, I mean, you are having a party, but you're feeling like, well, whatever, I still am single and all. And then, bang, all of a sudden you cross each other's eyes. Look at the gaze on this person here in this picture. This is actually a fairy. You lock in each other's eyes, and there is love. And 10 of Earth, this is 10 of Pentacles. It's like, this is the one. And 10 of Water, this is the one. you both know that this is the one. And again, there is love that sparks between the two of you instantaneously. This is a soulmate bond, you know, it's undeniable. So you two are going to fall in love at the first glance, as I said before. It's very, very much clear, you know. So this is what you're feeling, okay, at this moment when you two are meeting and starting interacting with each other. Love at first sight, how beautiful, very romantic. And let's see now, when is this happening? What's happening in your future spouse's life at the time when this is happening? Pay attention to your health. So your future spouse may be going through a moment when they have to be careful with their health. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. So they are going about life in a slow but steady progress for their own success. Here, good news. They probably just received some good news. Horse, short journey. So your future spouse may have embarked on a short journey to reach this destination where you two meet. What else? Wrath, sorrow over a loss. So they might have had a actual loss. We saw the coffin earlier, the coffin card. So they might have had a loss of a dear one in their life. Let's see. Rooster. We saw the rooster in the card of the clockwork. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So there is somebody, I think it's to deal with work. Somebody in work, I perceive from these two cards, is a boastful person, and they feel like they need to be careful with handling this person, which is arrogant and boastful. 4-leaf clover. The clover cards comes out again. Pile 2. This is an extra confirmation and you know, a synchronicity in your reading that there is great good fortune, and again it comes with good news. So this also tells me about the fact that meeting you is good news and it brings great fortune. This is what I see here, yeah. And then wind chimes, peace and harmony. Look at this. You're going to together reach this peace and harmony. It's very beautiful. So I see the history, you know, what's happening and what's going to happen when you two meet. So that's how I see this reading. And I saw this as well in pile 1, so it felt like it was a progression. Let's see for your side of things. I'm going to shuffle properly these decks, so we have proper messages coming out. Let me give it a good shuffle. So for pile 2, what's happening in pile 2's life? So in your life, the viewer, at the time when you meet your future spouse. I'm going to give it more shuffles because more shuffling because I want to get the most accurate messages, and so I want to make sure that the decks are properly mixed. This is a very big deck to mix, and that's why it takes a bit longer. Okay, so let me take one half and then we'll do the other half in a moment. Okay, so what's happening in the viewer's life? Okay, this is in my hand. Younger woman. You could be a younger woman dealing with an older man, or you know, take it, this is not gender related, you know, or you could be dealing with a younger woman as your future spouse. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Okay, so there are some negative forces in your life that are beyond your control, but that you are protected from. You see, the High Priestess comes out again. You are protected from divine. We saw the divine presence protecting your union with your future spouse. Pineapple, reconciliation. Okay, reconciliation. At the time when you're meeting your future spouse, you may reconcile with somebody in your life. It could be a friend, a family member, somebody that's dear to you, but that you broke up with in a way, in terms of relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. Mountain road, you are on the road to success. Okay, so this message of being on the road to success came out in pile 1 as well. So, you know, if you feel called to, if you felt drawn to the first card as well, That definitely is a message for you. There are messages there for you as well. Let's see with this other deck. Clarify. Okay, what else? What's happening in Pile 2's life at the time when they meet their future spouse? Well, family wishes come true. Yes, your wish to form a family is coming true because you're meeting your future spouse. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. This was to do with the forces behind you, beyond your control that you couldn't, that you couldn't control. So you're feeling a bit tied down at the time when you meet your future spouse, but that's going to change because you're on the road to success. Sorry, you're on the road to success, and your wishes are coming true. So rainbow, wow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. Amazing. At the bottom, bear, danger, especially in money matters. So you have to be careful. At the time when you meet your future spouse, you're going to be very careful on your money matter. Because although you're on the road to success, you need to be very careful. And I see at the bottom also fair man, so your future spouse could be the fair man, or vice versa. If you're a fair man watching this could be specifically your message. But anyway, take it only if it resonates. Okay, right, so this is what's happening in your life, the viewer. Now let's see the next part. What is the most likely month for pile number 2 when they're going to meet their future spouse, or when they already have met their future spouse? If you already are dating your future spouse and you already have met in the way that we have described, then this is the month in which you potentially have met them already or could meet them in the future. So which card is for pile number 2? 2 came out. Okay, August or December? So December is coming up first now in the year, or else August. So we said that actually about the end of the end of winter with February, beginning of spring with we said it with the carnival, and then we said with the sun card it could be summer, and August came out. So that's a confirmation for August, or it could be again December. So let's see now a quick overlook about how your how this relationship with your spouse, with your future spouse, is going to develop. But I'm going to go really quickly through this because I'm not going to do the entire history of your love life, as in the entire marriage, and after marriage. I'm just going to have a quick look at the progression from the moment you meet to let's say when you get together properly in a relationship. I'm not taking reverses. Strength, 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, the Hierophant. That's the commitment. There you go. This card, for some reason I feel it. So King of Pentacles, yeah, and at the bottom Queen of Pentacles. Amazing. Okay, so there you go. That's when you're getting married, right? The Queen and King of Pentacles are the perfect couple. They are literally the type of cards together with the Empress and the Emperor that represent a married couple. So the progression is that you two initially will have to tame your inner insecurities. This is the messages coming because you have been juggling a lot in your lives, and you're probably juggling a lot at the time when you're meeting. So you need to sort of relax into this bond with your future spouse, and sort of drop this energy of instability within your own life. Make a choice to move forward with the 8 of Wands, and you're going to get together in the proper engagement. I see a church. Only take it if it resonates as a Christian church, but it could be any form of religious bond represented by the Hierophant, and you two are going to get married. So that's a very clear message here, and it's the progression, from taming, let's say, the beast within you in terms of any insecurity, any fears of getting into relationship with this person, dropping the again the back and forth of shouldn't I, and moving forward towards the commitment. It's very clear. So that's the progression. It's confirmed. from the spread. So let's now have a look at your initials, most relevant initials. So for pile number 2, what are the most relevant initials? X came out also in pile 1, just to let you know. H, J, we already saw J earlier, and O. What are the initials? I'm going to take 8 in total. R, I, Z, and one last, P. So this could be your initials or your future spouse's initials. Take it as it resonates. Right, let's have a look now at what country of origin could you be from, or what country are you going to meet with your, which country are you going to meet in with your future spouse? And so this is a relevant country for pile number 2. What are the relevant countries? Finland, Poland, this came out in pile 1, Hungary, Norway, Netherlands, South Korea, Spain, Portugal, India came out also in pile 1, and one, okay, well, 4 want to come out, I'm taking them. Australia, United Kingdom, Argentina, and actually 5, Cyprus and Faroe Islands. Okay, so these are the countries that are most relevant for pile 2. Okay, so pile 2, this was your reading. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this with anyone you think could benefit from watching it, and leave me any comment you would like to share. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Hi, pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you picked the card Reaching Out. So it says expect a call or text from your person of interest. The first message that comes out here is that you two may meet online, because obviously the first moment of contact is a text or a call. So okay, so there are 2 possibilities I'm getting. Either you meet online and you start communication with each other through texts, or you meet in person and then you swap numbers and then your future spouse will call you. So these are the 2 possibilities I see here. Now let's go ahead and see how are you going to meet with Tarot. So how is pile number 3 going to meet their future spouse? Let's see all the details. So the way I'm going to go about this reading is that I'm going to use 2 tarot decks for seeing how you meet, as well as the Lenormand oracle cards. Sorry, the Lenormand oracle deck. And then I'm going to ask, what's your future spouse first impression of you? What's the first impression of your future spouse from your, like, what is your okay, what is your future spouse first impression of you? What is the first impression you have of your future spouse? Then the mutual feelings. Then I'm going to be looking at what's happening in their life at the time when you meet, what's happening in your life at the time when you meet. Then I'm looking at the months of the year they're more likely will meet, or if you already met, when you already have met. And then I'm going to have a look at a quick spread regarding the progression from when you meet to the point of engagement or marriage. And then I'm going to have a look at the initials and the country that are relevant for you too. All right, so let's see. 3 of Pentacles. This is how are you going to meet? 6 of Swords. Yeah, I see. Okay, I'll tell you in a minute now. Let me finish this spread. 9 of Wands. Okay, this wanted to come too. So, Knight of Wands, 9 of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Temperance. Okay, actually, I'll put a Temperance here because I think it's connected to the message here. Okay. Okay, first of all, what I see is that you two could meet through work with the 3 of Pentacles. This could be a collaboration in work through which you meet. It could be like a work conference, you know, something of the sort. You could even have like it just popped in my head right now, so I'm channeling. You could even have like a Zoom meeting, and you haven't met in person, but through the Zoom meeting you see each other for work. Also, I see the traveling card, you know, the 6 of Swords. So this tells me that there may be distance, physical distance between the two of you. It could be short or long distance, which I see why then there is the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. So, okay, there are 2 messages coming out about these 2 cards. The reason why you two will probably feel protective towards each other, protective in terms of, okay, should I engage in this or not, and stressing out about it, is because if there is work involved in this connection, if you are colleagues in some way or form, obviously that could create issues in the workplace. But only take it if this resonates. And or else the other message, if that's not for you, and you're simply meeting online and there is no work involved in this, still you might be coming out of, you both may be coming out of something that has brought a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights in your life, in terms of, let's say, past relationships and things that kind of created a lot of, let's say, inner wounds in a way with the 9 of Wands, or even just things in life in general that have stressed you out at the time when you're meeting your future spouse, and they're rebalancing at that point in time. So when you're going to meet your future spouse, you're probably going to come out of a moment of stress and rebalancing your emotions, and it could be vice versa as well, because I see the King of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So this represents potentially you and your future spouse. You know, these are the only two court cards that came out here. So this is either one or the other is this energy. So either you are the King of Swords or either you are the Knight of Wands. I would say these are two masculine energies, right? So there is obviously always the possibility that this is the viewer is a male looking for a male, but if that's not your case, this is energy. So whomever is embodying the King of Swords energy is somebody that it's very clear about the fact that they don't want any bias in their life, and they're taking charge in their own life with very much clarity of thought. And the person that represents this is represented by the Knight of Wands is somebody very adventurous as a person. It could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I also have the Sagittarius card. And then with the King of Swords, we have air signs, so Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So these are the prominent signs. Of course, this could be in your chart, their chart. It doesn't have to be anyway necessarily. This is energy. So at the moment of meeting, one of you will take the initiative, and possibly the masculine energy, I would say, the more masculine energy will take the initiative to approach the other one that is more in a still type of position, let's say, on the sort of a receiving end. Okay, so this is what I see. I also am drawn currently, as I'm talking about this King of Swords, I'm drawn to the butterflies that are in this picture. I never noticed before nearly. So this is telling me that I see you as the King of Swords. I'm going to say it in this way, and if it's vice versa, you flip it. But I see you coming out of a moment of very much of a transformation, evolution in your life, following your intuition. I see the moon here. And so I see you have come out of something that was troubling you and going towards calmer waters, going towards something better, already by yourself. And then you meet your future spouse that pursues you. Yes. And want to build a partnership with the Three of Pentacles. So this is, okay, how are you meeting? So it's either through work or through online dating. It could be social media, it could be online dating apps. Take it as it will resonate for you. This is what I'm seeing. But let's see more. Actually, I'm not finished, because how are they going to meet? Let's see more confirmations and more clarifications with this other tarot deck. So for pile 3, how are they going to meet their future spouse? Okay. It could also be, just popped in my head with the Six of Swords, that you relocate for work and then you meet them in the new place where you have relocated for work. That's also another possibility that just came in my head. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Death card, the Justice card. This is the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. And at the bottom we have the Six of Cups. So how are you going to meet? So there is also the possibility that you are going to meet. So if you moved for work and relocated in a new place, you could meet your future spouse at a public event where there is drink involved. So it could be like, it could even be the work convention we mentioned earlier, because sometimes there is drink involved in the convention, or it could be some form of local festival, celebration, local celebration, some form of party going on at the time when you meet them. Also, I have an indication here that your future spouse could be involved in the legal system with the Justice card, and that they could be working in that kind of environment. Take it if it resonates, it's very specific. I also see that you might have gone through a loss at the time of meeting your future spouse, especially if you're a feminine watching, and also that you might have also, it could be either a loss of a dear one, a friend or a family member, or it could have been that simply you have left behind an old relationship and you're embarking on a new journey in your life as a single person. Or you could even be a widow, specifically, but that's very, very detailed, so only take it again if it's for you. This came out as a message also in pile 1, so you may have messages there too. With the Nine of Cups, I see that your future spouse is going to be attracted to you very instantly. I see somebody serenading here, the masculine energy serenading the feminine that comes out of the balcony. And this reminds me of Verona, the scene of the Romeo and Juliet, where Romeo is serenading Juliet, and that's in Verona. So you might meet specifically in Verona. Now this is only for few of you, literally, okay? Anyway, I see your future spouse courting you if you're a feminine watching, courting you and really wanting to conquer you. With this Nine of Cups, you represent their wish fulfillment. So they want you very, very strongly. With the Six of Cups, there is a very strong soul bond that you two feel for each other. So you two are more likely for soulmates, right? And you two share an instant connection with each other, therefore, and a sense of familiarity with each other. This message came in pile 2, so there may be messages there too. I also see, excuse me, the Justice card also represents marriage. So this is a confirmation that you two are going to get married and that we are talking about your future spouse. I see the typical hat of the representation, the traditional representation of the man wearing the hat at the wedding, and this is the bouquet of flowers that the bride would be holding in her hands. So that's also a confirmation of this reading altogether. You could be in a place where there are lots of cats, in a town, and maybe an old town where there is a whole family of wild cats that lives around the streets, street cats. And also I see pigeons, so pigeons could be also present at the time when you two meet. Take it only if it resonates again. So I see also angelic presence with the wings here. So it kind of shows angelic assistance in the meeting of you two. Let me see more details with the Lenormand cards. For pile 3, what more details do we get? Okay, as I split, there is the tree, which shows the soul family. So you two are part of the same soul family. And I see the fish, which is all about abundance. So you two may be, basically going towards a moment of happiness and abundance in the union of, not may, but you will. This is clearly a message that's saying that you two will experience prosperity and abundance with each other, forming a family. It's very, very clear. Number 5 could be relevant as your date of birth, 7 as well, or their date of birth. 34 could be your age, their age. K could be their initial, your initial. This also turned up right already. The well, that's another sign of prosperity. So there is a lot of abundance financially, emotionally, that the stork, you're going to have children. 17 could be relevant, Q could be relevant as initial. Anyway, let's just get the spread. Sorry, I'm just getting into the whole... Sometimes I get caught into the opening of the deck and stuff comes out. Okay, so the coffin came out for the 3 piles. So again, this is a confirmation that there is either a physical death of somebody, and I'm really sorry if that's going to happen for you, but it doesn't have to be, so only take it if it resonates. There is going to be either a physical death or a dear one, either a friend or a family member, before you meet them, you meet your future spouse, or else it could be simply that you're at the end of a certain cycle of your life and a beginning of a new journey in life, which makes sense with meeting your future spouse. The letter, this is again the message you're going to receive. The star comes out again, the divine feminine at the bottom of the deck. Let's get a few more cards. The birds. Okay, the dog, very beautiful, and the ring, oh my gosh, and the divine masculine, come on, the clover as well. Okay, right. I mean, honestly, couldn't be better, pile 3. Okay, again, this message of loads of prosperity, abundance in terms of children, in terms of wealth, luck. It's a very good marriage that I see here, honestly. You are divine counterparts. You could be twin flames. You take it only if it resonates. You two are made for each other. The divine feminine, the divine masculine. This is the divine couple. So you definitely have divine assistance in this. And because your energy is going to be so strong together, people are going to be gossiping about this. There's going to be lots of chats about you two coming together. With the labyrinth, I get that this is to me a lot to do with a scene of marriage, like the typical place where you held the ceremony, the marriage ceremony, and people dressed in a very elegant way at your marriage. But beside that, anyway, the question was how are you going to meet, and this is an extra extra details that we're getting here. You could be meeting literally at a wedding party as well, that's coming out, or it could be in a beautiful garden, like a maze like this, or it could be simply that there is a party in a beautiful garden. Take it as it resonates. Now, with the letter, as we said, there is definitely the message, texting each other. So again, the online type of meeting comes out again with this letter card. And the star at the back of this letter, if you can see it at the back, there is like a star sort of symbol, kind of reminds me of the physical distance that there could be between the two of you. And again, only take it easy for you, this message. But I see a lot of loyalty between the two of you coming together in this union, represented by the ring. So your future spouse is definitely going to propose to you, and there's going to be this beautiful ceremony taking place. There is going to be a long-lasting and very loyal marriage between the two of you. You two are going to be friends for life as well as partners for life, really good lovers, because you know when you have the perfect match, chemistry is just right. So physically you're going to be extremely compatible, and you're going to have lots of fertility, lots of children, lots of new beginnings together. If it's not children, and if you can't conceive, it could be you two are going to build together a new enterprise, a new business, maybe together, a new business venture, something. So I see evolution. I see this is going to be a transformational time for the life of you both, and absolutely cathartic for you two. So let's see now the numbers and letters that come out from this spread. This could be your age, their age, recurrent numbers that you see, or numbers that are relevant in your life, either a date of birth or a month of birth. 43, 8, 9, 27, 7, 17, 29 again. Oh, did I say again? Oh no, that was 9, sorry. 29, 12, 7 again. 7 twice, so that might be very relevant. 18, 10, 25, 28, and 2, and 6. Now, also as initials, I have 2A, actually 3A, so A. This could be very relevant as initial. And I have letter Q. I also have, let's see if it's here. Actually, yes, CM, which is obviously for the author of this deck, Ciro Marchetti, but I still mention it when I see it. It's here on the coffin. Right, so this is more details about how you're going to meet and extra information. But let's see now your future spouse, first impressions of you. This is going to be a long reading, pile 3, so it's interesting though, because I'm looking at many different aspects and covering many different questions. So if you feel called to watch it all, this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the hold on, this is the Hierophant. No, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, this is the Emperor. And then we have the 2 of Wands. Okay, so your future spouse, first impression of you is that you're a person very well put together with the Emperor, that you are in your power, that you have control over your life, and that you have all your ducks in a row. That you have the world in the palm of your hand, and that you can choose whomever you want as a partner, because you are such a powerful and a very well put together type of person. So who wouldn't want you? Pile 3. Now, the fact that there is a masculine energy here as the Emperor doesn't mean that you are a man watching, although many people could have picked pile 3 as men. But this could also simply mean that even if you're a woman watching, that you are definitely in your masculine energy when you meet your future spouse, in terms of taking charge of your life and having projects and plans for yourself. You could be even a business owner, but only take it if it resonates. Anyway, they see that you have gone through tough times in your life with the 5 of Swords. There have been moments of defeat for you, and yet they see that now you're currently sitting on your throne and being in your power, and they also, the first impression is that you are the one for them. So basically that you are the person that they were seeking with the Wheel of Fortune, the one, literally. And And in fact, there is the Ten of Cups here, right here in the middle of the spread, that shows that they see you as the mother of their children or the father of the children, their future children, of course. So clearly there is already a vision of family life together as they meet you. So that's very early in the stages of dating. So that's their first impression of you. Let's see the first impression you have of your future spouse. For pile 3, what's the first impression of their future spouse? 6 of Swords, the World, Queen of Pentacles. Look how ironic. Now a feminine energy comes out for your future spouse. There may be many men watching this pile. King of Pentacles though. Okay, perfect. Oh wow, this is the couple. I mean, that's the again, a divine couple, a perfect match. King and Queen of Pentacles. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So the impression that your future spouse, that you have of your future spouse, pile 3, is that this is your match. Again, you both see each other as the future partner for life, which is really stunning, really beautiful. And with the World, you're like, yes, I finished my search. I don't need to look further because I met the one. That's the impression you get. The impression that you have of them is that they have closed the cycle in their life of of burdens, of something that was really heavy on their shoulders, and that they're freeing themselves from that and moving towards a better place emotionally and mentally as well. So you when you meet them, you immediately gather from what they're telling you that something was very difficult in their life, but that they're dropping this in order to move forward with their life towards a better situation, and they're closing out this cycle of the old struggles. Okay, so this is what I'm getting as your impressions. What are the mutual feelings between King of Water, love? Yeah, the first mutual feelings are love. Okay, the total love for each other. Total unconditional love. This is the mutual feelings that I'm getting so far, but let's get the spread out. Yeah, you two are just two peas in a pod, two soulmates that meet. You're destined. It's just meant to be. Basically, that's coming over and over in the spreads. Okay, love comes out again. Look, there is no denying. Patience, temperance. 6 of Fire. You two are going to ignite the fire of passion within each other. Chemistry is great. Attraction is great. You two want to be with each other. I see this ship traveling a distance. So again, the distance, the potential distance, even if it's small, comes out again. 4 of Fire. You see each other as a married couple already. You feel like for each other as if you're already married. 9 of Earth. 9 of Pentacles. You are two people well put together, both of you. In fact, you came out as Queen and King of Pentacles. And then in the other spread, for your future spouse impression, you came as the Emperor. I mean, powerful people, people that have everything together. Messenger of Water. This is the not the page, actually it is the Page of Cups. So basically you two will be wanting to speak loving words to each other, whisper loving, sweet, soft words into each other's ears. This is what I'm getting from this picture. And you two are going to be entranced in each other's eyes, like literally looking into each other's eyes and wanting to gaze time and time over. Just look into each other's eyes, not even speak at times. Just you just want to look into each other's eyes. That's all, because it's a soul kind of meeting. You know, a meeting of souls that are very much colliding with each other. They're very much resonating with each other. Okay, there is an instant connection. This message came out in pile 1, so again you could have this more messages there as well. And you two calm each other with patience, and you want to be patient with each other. You have waited the divine timing for this to happen patiently, and finally you are together. You feel this love. It's instant. It's like it's very strong. And pile 2, I got the message of instant love too. So love at first sight. Yeah, love at first sight. It got again in pile 2. So there are messages in pile 1 and 2 for you. Right, let's see now. I'm going to now have a look at a quick look at what's happening in your life, sorry, in your future spouse's life at the time when you two are meeting. So let's see what comes out. Wishbone, a wish is granted. Yeah, they feel like their wishes are coming through you, meeting you. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. So there could be some problems. As we said, you see the heavy load that your future spouse is carrying on their back, represented by this camel. So there is definitely something that at the time when you two meet is burdening them, but they will persevere and eventually get free from this burden. Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Yes, I saw the party time together, you know, when you two are finally dating and meeting. Tulip, great passion. Yes, what did we say? The chemistry. Absolutely, yes, confirmed. Here, good news. There are good news. This wish that's coming true because you two are meeting. It's good news for your spouse. Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So they persevered and they built their wealth. That's your future spouse, you know. They're the King of Pentacles. They're a wealthy person. And the wind chimes, peace and harmony. You two are going to celebrate, reach peace and harmony with each other. Amazing. What else wants to come out? Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. This passion is going to muddle your thinking. Like you basically are going to feel you can't think straight because you're totally in love and this passion is just overwhelming. Psychic ability, trust your intuition, but you both have this very strong intuitive hit that that this is meant to be, that this is right, and this is anyway your future spouse. So this is actually in regards to them specifically, they will feel very overwhelmed by the passion for you, and yet they will follow their intuition about pursuing you because they feel this is right, this is the right way to go, this is the right person to do it with. And I see again a lot of abundance ahead of you too. Okay, let's get now, what will you be going through, the viewer, while you two are meeting, like before you two meet or during the meeting, and you know, around that time anyway. Let's see for pile 3, funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. You're learning some lessons here. Lion, time to act. So, but you're acting about it. You're taking actions in your life. Bell, announcement. Oh, the marriage bells. This is the, you know, this is literally the bell of marriage. You're going to make an announcement that you two are going to be married. I mean, that could happen actually pretty soon after you two date and all. You know, like this to me sounds like it's not going to take too long after you two meet. Triumph over troubles, obstacles. Yes, the trouble of not possibly being finding your future spouse are over, and you are triumphant because the ringing. Sorry, the bells are ringing now here. Forces working against you. Yeah, there was something before that you need to learn, and so there was something in your life before you meet them, that right before you meet them, that was working against you because you need to learn some lessons in life before being ready to meet your future spouse. Let's see. Men. Dealings with a man. Yes, this is your future spouse. Or if you're a man watching, this is you. Rat. Sorrow over a loss. What did I say? Somebody could pass away in your life before you meet your future spouse. The death of somebody. It could be a physical death, or it could be just a metaphorical death of the old life and a rebirth in a new life. So only take it if it resonates for the physical, real death of a dear one. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. So yes, this opportunity is opening for you of getting engaged with your future spouse and then getting married. Couldn't be more clear, honestly. Let's see now a quick overlook at, actually, first let's see what are the most likely months when you're meeting your future spouse for part 3. Okay, November and March. March came out Actually, these 2 months came out in pile 1. So there is definitely a... Oh no, that was September. But March came out in pile 1. So only if you wish. Anyway, you can check pile 1 if you feel like. So this could be the months either where you already have met, if you're already dating your future spouse, or when you will meet. Okay, right, let's see now a quick overlook of the I'm going to have a look at your how your story together will quickly evolve from the moment you meet, let's say till the moment you either engage with each, become engaged in, formally engaged with each other, or married, and so on. So show me a quick glance. The World, the Seven of Swords, the King of Swords. A quick glance of the evolution here. Let's see. The Chariot, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Five of Wands, at the bottom, Death. Yes. Right, so here is the evolution. Okay, let me clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. What's this? King of Pentacles. Okay. I want to clarify the Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands, the Moon card, and the Page of Pentacles. I see. Okay, and the Star at the bottom of the deck. All right. So let's see. Okay, pile 3. I see this as now, take it as it resonates. There are 2 possibilities here. Either if your future spouse is closing a cycle where he was betrayed, or she was betrayed, whatever. These are 2 kings, okay? But that's only energy, so it doesn't matter that you or your future spouse are represented by a king. You can be a woman, or they could be a woman. It doesn't really matter. This is energy again. So I see that anyway, one of you closed up a cycle of betrayal. So somebody in either your past or your future spouse's past betrayed them, cheated on them, lied. So this is in regards to a past relationship that ended, and so they are freeing themselves from that. I think that's to do with them, because when I clarified, it was the King of Pentacles coming out. So there, or it could be you. Anyway, take it as it resonates. But anyway, you two are going to be then both in your power, meeting up and moving forward with the Chariot, communicating within each other with a lot of interest and passion with the Page of Wands. The love between the two of you is going to immediately spark, and any competitors that were in the way are going to be fought away by your future spouse. So the love is going to transform things for the life of you two, towards reaching this wish, the wish of being together. Sorry, I need to cover this. The wish of being together, and any unclarity that you would possibly have had earlier in time about which person to choose from is going to be completely illuminated by the star, and by the fact that your future spouse is going to put in the work, the initiative, in order to pursue you. I see 2 pages, so there's going to be lots of communication in order to manifest this reality of union between the two of you. And you cutting out with the King of Swords anybody that doesn't really suit you in the pursuit of a proper relationship. So you're going to basically come out of confusion emotionally, and cut off any other options you have, because your future spouse is going to make their presence very, very clearly in your life, with the Chariot, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles, and this is going to transform the life of you two, bringing a new dawn to your life with the Star card, which is, by the way, the Sun is a star, so this is basically, it kind of reminds me of the Sun card as well. So it's like the beginning of a new phase in your life together, where your wish is finally granted to be together. So that's the evolution I see here with this. Let's have a look now at the most relevant initials for pile number 3. So what are the initials that are most relevant? Let's see. Pile 3. G, that came in pile 1 as well. S, again in pile 1 came 2. Q, and N. I'm going to take also another 4 from the other half of the tiles. So what are the most relevant initials? J, this came in pile 2. Let's see. Actually, N came out in pile 1 as well. B, A, and T. This could be your initials, their initials. Take it as it resonates. Now, let me see what country of origin, either country of origin or which country you're going to meet. So which country is relevant for the two of you. So this could be your country of origin, their country of origin, the country you or them are living in, or it could be the country you meet in. Okay, so we have Lithuania, France, Germany, Ireland, Greece. Okay, this came in a block. Spain, Cyprus, Canada, South Korea, Latvia, Ireland comes out again, and Slovakia and Japan. Okay, so pile 3, this was your reading. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like the video, share it with anyone you think could resonate with it or would be benefiting from watching it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate your support to my channel, and also leave me a comment. I'd love to hear anything you would like to share with me. Thank you so much and have a great day.